At 6, Toledo Police Chief George Kral speaking out for the first time since announcing that he's going to be retiring.
His last day in office, January 10th. Michael Sandlin sat down with the chief earlier today. So, Michael, what does he say and why does he say now is the time to step away for him?
Well, Melissa, it's as simple as the chief is following his retirement plan. As a police officer enrolled in Ohio's deferred retirement option plan, he's required to retire within 8 years of hitting his 25th anniversary on the force, and with 2023 marking his 33rd year of distinguished service at TPD, the chief says it's time for someone else to fill the office, and he's proud of what he leaves behind.
For 32 years, police service is the only life George Kral has known. Joining TPD in 1990 and being appointed chief in 2015, Kral says serving with his fellow officers day in and day out has been a duty and a privilege.
I could have left a long time ago, but being a part of an organization with such incredible people, it really kept the fire lit in me.
But with retirement now mandatory, he now looks back on his time as chief and believes he helped shape the department into a better force than when he started.
Our officers have excellent equipment. They have, every resource at their disposal. I think we've helped reduce crime in Toledo. I think our residents are confident that they have good ethical officers that are out there every day doing the right thing.
And Chief Kral says they were able to accomplish that despite a series of recent global and local challenges.
I don't think there's a police chief or sheriff that has gone through more than what we have in the past 5 years.
During that time, the department dealt with violent protests, skyrocketing homicide rates, and the deaths of 2 of their own officers in 2020 and 2021.
2 of the worst days I'll never forget are when Anthony and Brandon were killed in the line of duty.
But Chief Kral's peers say it was through his leadership that they were able to weather these major struggles. Toledo's Mayor Wade Kapsakavich writes, "I always tell Chief Kral that, in my opinion, being a police chief is the single hardest job in America, and yet Chief Kral has handled the job with grace and excellence." Chief Kral says his only regret was not being able to get more recruits involved to push ahead to the next generation. And as the book closes on his tenure, Chief Kral says that he's just grateful, describing his service as the best 7.5 years of his life.
I just want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the residents of the city for having me, and I want to thank every officer in this department for letting me be their chief.
The chief says he's dreading leaving the force and all of the people he's leaving behind, but he's open to continue working in the public sector in a different way. And if he doesn't end up doing that, he says he has an 18-month-old grandbaby he looks forward to giving more attention. Chief Kral's last day of service will be January 10th, 2023. Reporting in studio, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.